it full, get the page full, get the...
Hey peeps, it's your girl BlessydGazadiva and welcome back to the BlessydGazadiva channel. And today I want to talk about royalty rights, and we're going to talk about Vybz Kartel post that he made on his story about the mongrel dogs. Man, I don't know what caused this. There are several things floating around in the media house, Sheba to name one of them. I don't think this is specifically tied to it, but we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it.
You're not like anyone else. You find the way you are. Did you do this all yourself? A smile ignites the room. Sending us up to the time, you know it's Cartel. Representing for BlessydGazadiva.
Haters can fuck with us. We so confident.
So Vybz Kartel made this post on his story. Me no want no boy or gal in a me DM. I tell me about them a look a bus. Kuno mother. And go hold a taxi. Me want. Uno ungrateful. See. Sorry for mongrel dog. Now people, before we get into this and start analyzing this, I'm going to explain to you or have a breakdown for you of what royalties are. Now, if you're not into the habit of learning, if you don't want to hear anything to teach you anything and edify you, then this is not going to be the recording that you want to listen to. But if you're interested in learning, if you're interested in breaking out of the box of thinking that everything is one way and it's so it go, this is the video for you. So let's get into it. What is a royalty? A royalty is a legally binding payment made to an individual for the ongoing use of his or her originally created assets, including copyrighted works, franchises, and natural resources. But royalties are predominantly associated with musicians who receive such payments whenever their originally recorded songs are played on the radio or television, used in movies, performed at concerts, bars, and restaurants, or consumed via streaming services. In most cases, royalties are revenue generators specifically designed to compensate the owners of songs or properties when they license out their assets for another party's use. Royalty payments typically constitute a percentage of the gross or net revenues obtained from using the owner's property. However, they can be negotiated on a case-by-case basis in accordance with the wishes of both parties involved in the transaction. The use of royalties is common in situations where an inventor or original owner chooses to sell his product to a third party in exchange for royalties from the future revenues the product may generate. For example, computer manufacturers pay Microsoft Corporation royalties for the right to use its Windows operating system in the computers they manufacture. Payment may be non-renewable resource royalties, patent royalties, trademark royalties, franchises, copyrighted materials, book publishing royalties, music royalties, and art royalties. Well-known fashion designers can charge royalties for the use of their names and designs by other companies. Third-party authors, musical artists, and production professionals for the use of their produced copyrighted material. Television satellite companies provide royalty payments to air the most viewed stations nationwide. In the oil and gas sectors, companies provide royalties to landowners for the permission to extract natural resources from the landowner's covered property. Important, royalty agreements should benefit both the licensor, the person receiving the royalty, and the licensee, the person paying the royalty. For the licensor, a royalty agreement to allow another company to use its product can allow them access to a new market, while for the licensee, an agreement may give them access to products they could not access otherwise. Special considerations. The terms of royalty payments are laid out in a license agreement. The license agreement defines the limits and restrictions of the royalty, such as its geographic limitations, duration of the agreement, and the type of products, with particular royalty cuts. License agreements are uniquely regulated if the resource owner is the government or if the license agreement is a private contract. Royalty rates. In most license agreements, royalty rates are defined as a percentage of sales or a payment per unit. The many factors that can affect royalty rates include available alternatives, risk involved, market demands, and innovation levels of products in question. To accurately estimate royalty rates, the transactions between the buying and selling parties must be willingly executed. In other words, the agreements must not be forced. Furthermore, all royalty transactions must be conducted at arm's length. The key takeaway from all of this: royalty is an amount paid to a third party, to an owner of a product or patent for the use of the product or patent. The terms of royalty payments are laid out in a license agreement. Right, people, so there you have it, royalty. Okay, people, so you have heard in a nutshell what royalties are, and that royalties belong to the owners of a production or the producer of something that is owned for them. Now, I want you to tell me down below in the comment section quickly, because I'm not going to knock Sheba on this. However, it is what it is, right? When I listened to what she had to say, the first thing she said is, nothing now going on in the entertainment field, because somebody did ask her about music and why she not making music, and she's like, nothing now go on at the entertainment feed. You know, say corona go on. Only thing them I do, I put out beer video and a post and put out some little idiot video and a post and whatever, and that's it. Nothing now go on. So I gotta kill up myself and I do music. I'm over foreign and I enjoy myself, right? And she said, somebody then mentioned to her and said, well, when Kartel come out, Kartel gonna have a big show. And she said, yes, Kartel gonna have a big show, and I'll make sure I'll be there and put on my puppy dog face and beg him a thing. Because I know him no officer for me. And no matter what, because him no meaning, and we have heard people say that consistently about Vybz Kartel, that he's not mean. Fast forward now to royalties. How royalties came up in a discussion that she had. They were talking about the same music and why she's not doing it. And she's like, I'm not kill up myself for that, because it's not like me I get no royalties. I get all of the royalties. And she did it frivolously. From my interpretation of how she said it and what she said, it was not to be interpreted as how these hungry belly vloggers are making it sound. Now put me out there and call me, because I know say Miss Vybz Kartel all the way. And I will always speak a thing like how I see it, because we have to be realistic and pragmatic in life. These hungry belly vloggers have taken it and they have gone to all sorts of lengths, and they make up stories in such a way like breaking news and whatever. You have some vloggers that even when I was a commenter on YouTube, you would have never seen me on their channel. That is why I tell you I'm not a blogger and I'm not a vlogger. They lie, and they consistently lie. They put people in trouble. They make up things for clickbait, and they cause things like this. I personally think this is something that should have been ignored. It was a general comment where she said Vybz Kartel is getting all of the royalties. It was not to be twisted. Again, that's my opinion. And you can watch the video on some other channel, wherever it's posted, but I will not be showing that video. But I watched it for myself and I chuckled and I said, so it's really this? But I came to educate you though, just in case, for those who are trying to spin the narrative that she's talking about royalty. I don't think Sheba is dumb enough to believe, based on what you just heard, that royalty means that it should go to her. Clearly, she understands that it belongs to Vybz Kartel, the writer of the song, the producer of the song, the man who had the studio time, etc., etc. So she understands. I think it is the vloggers who are twisting this narrative, and them need to stop it. I am sick and tired of them. I don't know what them get out of making up this shit. And this is why they can't live on YouTube and take on YouTube full time and not cause this sort of mayhem. If you don't have any alternative income, if you don't have another way of surviving, then they will do all sort of things. And just stop listening to people. And especially those type of people. They have nothing to add to your thoughts. They have nothing to add to you mentally, and they have nothing to add to your nurturing. All I'm saying is, people, I watched the video. I didn't see anything wrong with it. But when you look at what Vybz Kartel is saying now, back to that and his story post, let me tell you something. Vybz Kartel is a straightforward man. And even me, people forward to me, oh, BlessydGazadiva, you know, you need to get to Vybz Kartel. Come here, you have a drop and rate it. And I smile. Listen to me. Leave Vybz Kartel alone. Vybz Kartel is in prison. And Vybz Kartel pre-recorded everything he has. And it put down for who it need for put down for. You don't know who. So you left it dead so. The next thing you need for understand is Vybz Kartel now no time for focus on liquor addy, liquor vibes and sicker rhymes on hear him say at them man them focus right now. At them thing them a focus man right now. So leave the man, make him do him prison time and stop stress him out, left out time DM. Cause the man know how ungrateful people are. And then again, as I say, a lot of negativity is being pushed about this whole Sheba argument. It is what it is. I'm out.